Recently, I asked you guys on Instagram what you needed help with the most inside of your AI agency. And 95% of you came back and said the same thing: landing clients for your AI agency. But the truth is, landing clients is actually pretty simple if you have the right strategy in place. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down all of the methods that we've used inside of our agency and what our students are doing inside of theirs to land their clients. You'll learn how almost every single agency owner that I know is currently landing clients, the strategy that we've used inside of our agency that's taken us to over $50,000 per month, and I'm also going to give you a framework that you can follow that makes it almost impossible for you to fail at landing clients. So what are the client acquisition methods that other agencies are seeing crazy results with? Well, let's run through them. Number one, when you're first starting out, I would always go to warm outreach. Now, warm outreach is going to be great if you already have some form of experience in something else, or you have a network that you can fall back on. Maybe you have someone who's a business owner inside of your network, or you know someone who knows business owners inside of your network. Use this as an opportunity to go and start conversations with these business owners to see if you can work for them for free. This is the easiest way to get your first client because it allows you to give something away for free, work with a friend or a friend of a friend, and learn on the job. This way you can get a case study fast, and if you provide enough value, you might even be able to upsell them into something paid. Now, moving on from here, we go into cold outreach. Now, cold outreach can be done in email, it can be done in LinkedIn, it can be done on Instagram, but it's essentially you reaching out to someone that you've never spoken to and you've never met before with some kind of offer that is going to be valuable to them, or some form of lead magnet like a free chatbot or a free audit for them. Now, if you want to do this at volume, you need to be scraping leads from a platform like Apollo and then inputting those leads into Smart Lead or Instantly, where you can then send out hundreds of emails every single day on an automatic basis, reaching out to your ideal client. Now, you can do this inside of LinkedIn as well with the likes of Dripify, and setting up these automated systems is one of the best ways to land clients when you're just getting started. Sending out huge amounts of volume in cold outreach has helped so many people inside of the network scale their agency. We also still use it at Unorthodox. Now, if you're sat there and you've tried it before and you didn't see any results, but you only sent out like 100 emails, then you didn't try it enough, because you need to be sending out like 10,000 emails before you turn around and say, this doesn't work. And it does work. You just need to keep tweaking your offer, keep tweaking your lead magnet, keep tweaking your sequencing and the messaging you're sending out in this volume outreach before you start to see results. I guarantee you now, cold email outreach and cold LinkedIn outreach does work, but if it isn't working for you right now, you haven't sent enough volume or your messaging just isn't right. Now, another way of you landing clients is manual outreach. You can be reaching out to business owners manually yourself, hyper-personalizing your messaging and what it is you're offering. Now, I've spoken to agency owners before that are doing millions every single year, and this is the only way that they land their clients. They build up a list of 50 to 100 clients that they want to target and approach every single month, and they set it out to be their goal to go and land as many of them as possible as their clients. Now, this manual outreach can be done through email, it can be done on LinkedIn, it can be done on Instagram. Whatever platform you do it on, it doesn't matter. You can even be going to events where you know your ideal client is going to be. But one of the best ways for you to start seeing results with manual outreach, and one of the most common things that people do, is they'll send Loom videos where they essentially audit the business, they personalize it by being on their website, and usually they provide some form of value up front where maybe they run them through the website and say, hey, look, we could have a chatbot here that collects these leads and does X, Y, and Z and connects into this CRM and whatever else you're doing. There is no wrong or right way of doing this, and again, it takes volume. You need to put in the reps to see results with this. You're not going to start landing clients after sending out free messages. You're going to have to send out hundreds, but if you do this as well as have your automated outreach running in the background, this is a surefire way to land clients fast. Now, as you start to progress, you could move into creating content. You could create videos just like this YouTube video. You could create shorts for Instagram or for TikTok. Maybe not TikTok if it's getting banned. You could also go and create content on Twitter, or you could write and make posts on LinkedIn. Again, creating content is a really good way for you to generate leads for your business and start to land paying clients. Now, one thing about creating content is, number one, you want to make sure that you can actually take the time to invest into it, because I promise you now, if you haven't done it before, you will soon realize how difficult it is and how time consuming it is and how exhausting it is. We generate a lot of leads through this YouTube channel. When we were first getting started in the AI agency stuff on YouTube, we would post walkthroughs and tutorials tutorials on how to build custom chatbots and that kind of thing. And we would book so many meetings off of the back of those YouTube videos. So it clearly does work, and it definitely has a huge ROI, because we was essentially getting paid to advertise to potential clients. We would get paid in AdSense, and then we would book meetings off of the back of it. There is no other marketing platform like that. And some of you may be sat there going, well, if you were making tutorials about teaching people how to build chatbots, why would anyone come and then book a call with you? Well, the reason why is convenience. Business owners don't want to go out there and learn how to build these solutions themselves when they're so busy running their own business. This is why agencies exist in the first place. So if you still think like that, you're on the wrong channel, mate. And then finally, you have paid ads. Paid ads is something that I would probably start to implement once I've locked the offer down, once I know exactly who I'm selling to, the website and the funnel's all good, I've got a nice VSL, and then I'm ready to go. But for now, most of you won't need to pay any attention to paid ads. Focus on the first strategies that I mentioned. So look, we now know the most common ways to land clients, but what is it that we do inside of our agency to land new clients and make $50,000 plus every single month? We started on cold outreach. We did a bunch of testing, and then we dialed it in once we started to see certain results. So not only would we be reaching out to our warm network, we would be reaching out to business owners that we'd never spoken to before on LinkedIn and via email. And we did this both automatically at mass volume and personalized with manual outreach. What we started to see were the same kind of businesses coming back to us and responding, and we started to build up a bank of solutions that we were then building for these clients. We kind of carved our own niche and found the types of business owners that we actually wanted to start working with. Now, it's important that we go broad at the beginning and we kind of test everything, because unless you do that, it's just a guessing game and you're never gonna really learn how it all works because you're not actually going out there and testing different things. Once we started to land these clients, we obviously started posting content teaching others how they could be creating these different solutions. Like I mentioned, this booked us a ton of calls, but the only problem with this was it would generate us leads that weren't similar to the leads we were already working with. So we ended up going even broader then on YouTube and working with all types of businesses, doing all types of solutions. And it wasn't really ideal for our agency because we were trying to specifically focus on one key thing, which was helping build automations and systems inside of sales processes for businesses that were generating leads online. So right now, we really focus on building partnerships, not just clients. You know, we want to work with companies that can actually feed us work. So partners like other agencies, accountants, any business owner that has a wide reach of other businesses that are in our target demographic. So that's really where we've started to pivot to. We've done the outreach, we've done the cold outreach, we've done the YouTube content, and we still do all of these things, but now we're at a point where we're reaching out to build partnerships, not necessarily just go and land mass clients. And when it comes to landing partnerships over clients, I am going to be making more videos on this on the channel, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more of that. But this is one of the smartest ways for you to start landing clients. Once you go through the process and the learning curve of doing cold outreach, reaching out to your warm network, and all of that other stuff in between. So look, now you know what we do. What is the framework that you should now follow to make landing clients in your agency simple? Well, like I said, start with warm outreach. Do you have experience working within a certain industry? Do you have anyone inside of your network that you could reach out to and offer your services to for free? If you do, this is a great place for you to start because you already have an advantage. You already know about a specific industry and a specific niche, or you already have access to someone in that niche already that you can just message on WhatsApp and offer something to straight away. You understand their language because you know what pain points they already have. And that is the key thing here, becoming valuable enough so that someone will actually end up paying you money to help them. I think it's crucial that you build automated outreach systems. Now, these systems may set you back a couple $100 per month, but they will book you calls if you're consistent with them and constantly try and test the messaging that you're sending out. Now, these systems, like I mentioned, are on email and LinkedIn, and you could be using platforms like Instantly or SmartLead or Dripify for sending out mass LinkedIn connections. These outreach systems can really feed you constant calls and data. And once you start to collect data and results from these systems, you can then turn that into your manual outreach strategy as well, where you then go and start to reach out to similar clients that have been coming back to you and booking in calls from the volume outreach side of things, which will then allow you to really refine that offer and make it perfect for that avatar of client that you're reaching out to. Now, the key thing, and this is what no one does, is you need to set yourself a must-do list that you follow every single day. When it comes to outreach and landing clients, the secret sauce is really just doing the hard work. And most people don't want to do it. So if you can do it, you're going to set yourself so far ahead of your competition that it makes it impossible for you to fail. If you go and spend 1 to 2 hours per day and you focus on doing this hard work, you focus on reaching out to people manually, you focus on opening up conversations inside of your WhatsApp DMs, you focus on running your volume outreach and finding the best leads and writing the best scripts and coming up with the best lead magnets to get people to respond to you, I guarantee you will see results. It becomes very, very difficult for you to fail when you put in the work. And the cherry on the top is once you get really good at this and once you start working with clients and you start to see the results, you can start creating content around the clients that you're working with, start documenting the process and the journey and the different solutions that you're actually helping them build. And then you can build a personal brand off of the back of this, which if you have in 2024, will allow you to surpass pretty much every other agency owner that doesn't. Like I said, we get paid to land clients with the channel because of the ads that run and everything else in between. So it's a crazy ROI for anyone that can get uncomfortable, talk to a camera and try to help business owners in the process. This is by far the craziest client acquisition hack that I can give you. And yes, it's not for everyone, but maybe it might be for you. So look, hopefully now that you know all of the secrets of landing clients and what it actually takes, you need to know that building an agency really is quite simple, but it's not easy. And when you're just getting started, your offer is probably the most important thing. And sadly, it's one of the hardest things to master. Now, luckily for you, I have put together a full video breaking down how you need to structure your offer to start seeing results with your outreach and start landing clients. So guys, go check that out. Good luck.